Good time zone, friends. Good time zone, one and all. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Come on in.
We are very excited because today's subject for Curiosity Chill is heroes of Greek mythology.
Yes, Greek mythology has won the poll more than once these days, and we have done some past study of Greek mythology. We checked out the Olympic gods. This is Mount Olympus as depicted by an artist, where the gods of Olympia would live.
Yep.
And why are you British? I don't know. It just kind of happened.
Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I feel just a little more British.
Listening to a lot of David Attenborough.
We've been listening to a lot of David Attenborough. If you notice, the peacock is very, very colourful. All of that to be said, you guys, this is going to be a lot of fun. We've got an awesome article from thoughtco.com that our moderators are going to share with us, and we are going to jump into it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Hey, Ash G. Beetroot, thank you for joining us for your first live stream ever.
Yeah, what's up, Ash?
And Vibe GB asks, how do we do the poll? Well, great question, Vibe. At the end of every stream of Curiosity Chill, we will poll in the chat what to study the following week. So, stick around, and we'll get to choose what we're going to study next Curiosity Chill.
Yeah, we could do a poll, to start off, just do a vibe check real quick. Yeah. What's the vibe? How's everybody feeling today? What's your vibe? I'm feeling like really excited vibes. What kind of vibes do you guys have? Let me know. Chill vibes.
Chill vibes.
Chill vibes. Tense vibes. Okay, that's real. Tense vibes are real.
Zype vibes.
Zype vibes, which is like Zen hype.
Zen hype. A lot of chill vibes.
Okay, well, let's check it out. Here's how we do the polls, just so you're in the know. You can type 1, 2, 3, or 4 into the stream chat on Twitch, and this is how we do a poll. You can let us know 1 for really excited vibes like me. Number 2, if you have chill vibes. Number 3, tense vibes. Or number 4, if you're having some Zype, which is like Zen hype vibes. Yo, Pieces of Eden and Moogie Blue, thank you for starting us off with some very nice... Oh, wrong button entirely. Oh, this is a mess. Thank you for the gift subs.
Thank you. Thank you so much, friends, for welcoming in so many awesome people to the crew. We really appreciate you. Unprovidence is back for 13 months.
Hey, welcome back, Unprovidence. Thank you for your support for 13 months. And Zia, thank you for being here for 10 months from Poland. Where's everybody tuning in from? And do we have anyone in Greece right now? If anyone is Greek themselves and wants to share a little bit about their mythology, please feel free to chime in as we go. Looks like almost 50% chill vibes. That's great. That's great news. Glitchy Link is back for the big 3-0. Welcome back for 30 months, friend. And Fire Crystal, thank you for the double gift subs. We super appreciate that. I see some new followers coming in too. Hey, Zool66, welcome to the crew, you guys. We just crossed over 428,000 on Twitch. Saudi Arabia, Germany, Chicago, Ukraine, New Jersey, Washington, Morocco,
Denmark, Hungary, Argentina, Miami, Iceland,
Finland, and
Delaware.
England. Wow, look at this.
Little Happy Deviant, thank you so much for subscribing.
Belgium, what's up, Rice Felix? How you doing? And Super Scree, thank you for the gift sub to Sunflower Andy. Chronic Aquatic, thank you for being here for 23 months. And you just celebrated a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We're really glad to have you all join us when you're able. And before we go into Greek mythology, we're going to spend the rest of the stream in the world of Greek mythological heroes. I want to share with you guys that next Tuesday, at this very time, whatever time it is for you around the world right now, we are going to begin our first ever Detroit Become Human marathon stream, whereby we're playing the entire game on PlayStation 5 all in one day, starting at this time on Tuesdays. So you Tuesday crew, you're the Tuesday Krewski. You guys know what's going on. And we have some awesome prizes. We are going to be giving away a huge prize every hour on this stream. And I just got a really awesome email from Quantic Dream with a super cool prize that I'm going to post up at the end of this hour. So you guys can help me get the word out. What's up, Dilger? Thank you for the 5 gift subs.
Hey, thank you so much, Dilger.
And Crimson Pierce, thank you for your support. You guys, this is going to be so much fun. We're going to stream from probably probably 10 hours or more to complete the whole
Probably
game.
more, yeah.
And we've got over 10 huge prizes, like an autographed copy of Detroit Become Human Premium Edition, signed by Amelia, myself, and Ostad Nima, who is Nima Fakara, did the Connor score in Detroit Become Human. We also have a custom RK900 designed PlayStation 5 controller from Game Styling, and we have what else have we announced so far?
Statue, a 3D printed
a
statue.
3D printed statue from our friend Vishelia, which is gorgeous, and I cannot wait for it to find a new home. So keep an eye on our Twitter and our Instagram. We'll keep you guys posted, and we will get exhausted, I'm sure. But that's the fun of a marathon stream, we gotta test our endurance.
All right, so now we will go into the 10 greatest heroes of Greek mythology.
Now, before we begin, does anybody want to shout out their favorite Greek hero? I'm curious if you guys have one that's already living in your mind. And we also have 10 codes today we're going to give away. Wow, too many prizes. We have 10 codes for Smite. If you guys play Smite, there's a Ultimate God Pack, which my friend has sent me 10 codes we can share with you guys. So at the end of the stream, if you love Smite, just let me know, and I'm going to drop 10 of those codes on you guys. Ooh-wee! Perseus, Achilles, the OG, what it is, Athena and Artemis, Hades. All right, let's get into it. Here we go.
All right. Although the world of the ancient Greeks is long past, it lives on in the stirring tales of Greek mythology. More than just gods and goddesses, this long-ago culture gave us legendary heroes and heroines whose exploits still thrill us. But who are the greatest heroes of Greek mythology? Was it the mighty Hercules, or perhaps the brave Achilles?
Ooh, let me read it. Let me read about Hercules.
Hercules.
I think you mean Huncules. Or you might even mean Heracles, as he is sometimes known. This is the son of Zeus and the nemesis of the goddess Hera. Hercules was always too powerful for his foes. He is perhaps the best known for his fantastic feats of strength and daring, often called the 12 labors. Some of these labors include slaying the 9-headed Hydra, stealing the girdle of the Amazonian queen Hippolyta, taming Cerberus, as the 3-headed dog, and slaying the Nemean lion. Hercules died after his wife, jealous that he might have had another lover, smeared a tunic with deadly centaur's blood, the pain of which drives Hercules to kill himself. Hercules received the honor of being brought to live among the gods on Mount Olympus. Whoa.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that's how it ended.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Hercules was out there, and guys, Hercules, we could go further in depth into any of these. So at the end, we can do a poll if we want to do a deeper dive. But let's start with just kind of an overview.
Yeah, let's do an overview.
Hey, Macachino's back for 3 years in a row. What's up, Macachino?
Welcome back, Macachino. Wow. 36 months.
Appreciate you so much, friend. Thank you for being here since the very beginning. And Pieces of Eden.
Thank you so much for your incredible generosity.
Sharing maximum gift sub love. Thank you
so much, friend. If you got a gift sub from Pieces of Eden or Moogie Blue, please be sure to say thank you. And you can check out the starter kit and learn your way around our Twitch channel.
Yep, there's a panel down below the video that says starter kit.
All right.
Tell me about Achilles.
Achilles was the Greeks' finest warrior during the Trojan War. His mother, the nymph Thetis. His mother, the nymph Thetis, dipped him in the river Styx to make him invulnerable in battle, except for his heel, where she gripped the baby. During the Trojan War, Achilles achieved fame by slaying Hector outside the city gates.
Yeah, he did.
But he didn't have much time to savor his conquest. Achilles died later in battle when an arrow shot by the Trojan prince Paris, guided by the gods, struck the one vulnerable spot on his body, his heel.
Well, I'll tell you what. there's a lot of things we could say about Achilles. But Achilles, not only did he slay Hector outside the city gates, after he slays Hector, he ties Hector to the back of his chariot and drags him around in circles outside of the fortress.
Yeah.
So there's like killing a dude, and then there's like killing a dude and dragging his body all around town.
Yeah.
And this was some real savage stuff.
Savage
in
is a good way to describe
This
it.
was like feud on feud on feud.
Yeah.
But Theseus was an Athenian hero who liberated his city from the tyranny of King Minos of Crete. Every year, the city had to send 7 men and 7 women to Crete to be devoured by the monstrous Minotaur. Do y'all know what a Minotaur looks like? Pop quiz. Here, I'm just going to show you guys a Minotaur because that's not a Minotaur. You're not a Minotaur.
Oh, that looks way too happy.
Hold. Let me just find a Minotaur for you all.
That's a poem about a Minotaur. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Here's a whole bunch of Minotaur pictures. Boom.
Ooh.
Look at this. Look at this. How'd you like to go and be devoured by this guy?
No, thank you. No, I'll pass.
I mean, so kind of like a centaur, but with a bull's head and a man's body. It's like a reverse centaur, but worse.
Super bad.
Super bad. Theseus vowed to defeat Minos and restore Athens' dignity. With the help of the creature's half-sister, Ariadne, Theseus was able to enter the labyrinth where the monster lived, slay the beast, and find his way out again. Does anybody remember how Theseus found his way out of the super complicated labyrinth?
Is it by being underneath a sheep?
No, not underneath the sheep. That's that's dealing with the Cyclops.
Oh, okay.
That's Odysseus.
All right, then I don't know.
He chose the door to the left. With string or something, right? With twine. With Ariadne's twine. He followed a thread. So he tied a thread at the entrance and then went in all the way through, found the Minotaur, slay the Minotaur, and followed the string back out. Pretty clever, huh?
That's
now
really
here's
clever.
your man. Now here's your man Odysseus.
Okay, Odysseus.
Speaking of the dude himself.
A crafty and capable warrior, Odysseus was the king of Ithaca. His exploits in the Trojan War were documented by Homer in the Iliad and further in the Odyssey, which chronicled Odysseus's 10-year struggle to return home. During that time, Odysseus and his men faced numerous challenges, including being kidnapped by a cyclops, menaced by sirens, and finally shipwrecked. Odysseus alone survives, only to face additional tests before finally returning home.
If you've not read the Odyssey or some translation thereof, it is so good. I see. Lainey, thank you very much for being here. I see you just read the Odyssey. So, Amelia, you just mentioned hiding under the sheep to get away from the Cyclops, right? That's this guy.
Okay. Hi.
Yeah, that's Odysseus.
That's you.
Odysseus was a hero from the same Trojan War that Achilles was, so famous for.
But, right? He was on the other side. No, he was not.
And it was Odysseus's. He was the king of Ithaca.
Yeah.
Odysseus was the clever one who came up with the idea for the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
So he was the Greek that sent in the giant wooden horse into the Trojan fortress as if it, in the city walls, as if it was a gift. And then they all sprang out and slaughtered all of the Trojans.
So bad.
Yeah, well, so bad. But in his, there's an audiobook of the Odyssey read by Sir Ian McKellen. What? Okay, thank you for that information. So as he's traveling, it takes him 10 years to return home. And this is called the Odyssey. It's it's the follow-up poem to the Iliad, which chronicles the war in Troy, or the Battle of Troy. And we have...
we can click on his thing if you want to.
Do you want to go deeper in?
I mean, but let's
keep going.
Let's keep going to the 10, and then we'll go deeper in.
I love Odysseus. I think Odysseus is probably my favorite. Oh, who this? Perseus.
Perseus was the son of Zeus, who disguised himself as a shower of gold in order to impregnate Perseus's mother, Diana. What? What? As a young man, the gods helped Perseus to slay the snaky-tressed Gorgon Medusa, who was so ugly that she could turn to stone anyone who looked directly at her. I don't know. Is that it? She was so ugly? Okay.
She was a monster.
Yeah.
She's a literal Gorgon.
Okay. After slaying Medusa, Perseus rescued Andromeda from the sea serpent Cetus and wed her. He later gave the severed head of Medusa to the goddess Athena.
Ooh. Ooh-wee.
Whoa.
Who's this? This, number 6, is Jason. That's right, Medusa's hair was snakes.
Yeah.
What's going on? Look at all you guys. I see Deviant Alec is back for 8 months. How's it going? Thank you for your support, team. Really grateful to have you here. And can we just get some serious mod love for our awesome moderator team? You guys are awesome. I see MJ's Watson back for 35 months with much hype as well. MEK Sama, thank you for being here for 30. Lisa, thank you for being here for 22 months. You guys are hyped for this. I feel like we could spend months looking at Greek mythology.
Yeah.
This is Jason. Jason was born the son of the deposed king of Iolcos. As a young man, he set out on a quest to find the golden fleece and thus restore his place on the throne. He assembled a crew of heroes called the Argonauts and set sail. He encountered a number of adventures along the way, including facing down harpies, dragons, and sirens. So this guy's living kind of like a Geralt of Rivia life.
Yeah.
Although he was ultimately triumphant, Jason's happiness did not last long. After he deserted her, his wife, Medea, murdered his children, and he died sad and alone.
Oh.
And if you don't know about Medea, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
She straight up murdered his children.
Well, hers too.
She murdered her own children.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Who's this?
Ooh, I don't know who you are. Bellerophon. Bellerophon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bellerophon is known for his capturing and taming of the wild winged stallion Pegasus.
You guys know Pegasus?
Something said to be impossible. With divine assistance, Bellerophon succeeded in riding the horse and set out to slay the chimera that menaced Lycia. Having slain the beast, Bellerophon's fame grew until he became convinced that he was not a mortal, but a god. He tried to ride Pegasus to Mount Olympus, which so enraged Zeus that he caused Bellerophon to fall to earth and die.
Ooh, spoiler alert. The gods of Mount Olympus don't want you there if you're not a god or invited specifically by the gods. They will knock you down right up off the mountain. Speaking of heroes that had a bad time of it, this is Orpheus. Do you know about Orpheus, my friends? Orpheus was known more for his music than for his fighting ability. Orpheus is a hero for 2 reasons. He was an Argonaut in Jason's quest for the Golden Fleece, who we just learned about up here, so these guys were homies. And he survived a quest that even Theseus failed. Orpheus went to the underworld to retrieve his wife, Eurydice, who had died of a snake bite.
Oh.
He made his way to the underworld's royal couple, Hades and Persephone, and persuaded Hades to give him a chance to bring his wife back to life. He got permission on condition that he did not look at Eurydice until they reached the light of day, something he was not able to do. So he made it all the way into Hades, into the underworld with Hades and Persephone, and he just wasn't supposed to look over his shoulder and see her, but he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait. Trapped forever. Ooh, Cadmus.
Hey, Cadmus.
Hey, Cadmus.
I don't know who you are. I'm about to learn. Cadmus was the
Phoenician.
Phoenician. Thank you, Brian.
Like Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Your Mass Effect character.
Cadmus was the Phoenician founder of Thebes. After failing in his quest to find his sister Europa, he wandered the land. During this time, he consulted the oracle of Delphi, who ordered him to cease his wanderings and settle in Boeotia.
Sure.
There, he lost his men to a dragon of Ares. Cadmus killed the dragon, planted its teeth, and watched as armed men, the Spartoi, emerged from the ground. They fought each other until down to a final 5, who helped Cadmus found Thebes. Cadmus married Harmonia, the daughter of Ares, but suffered from guilt of having slain the war god's dragon. As repentance, Cadmus and his wife were transformed into snakes.
Oh, man.
That sucks.
A lot of transformation in Greek myth, you know? Mm-hmm. Helium Artist, thank you for these big cheers. I'm so glad you can be here. And Cosmic Georgie, thank you very much for the cheers as well. Mia Turner, welcome back 6 months. And Akina Kato, thank you very much for being here for 6 months as well. I see Hisako Ayaka, thank you for being here with your Prime. And Salty Lays, thank you for being here for 4 months. All right, here's our 10th hero before we go deeper. Atalanta. Although Greek heroes were overwhelmingly men, there's one woman that deserves a place in this list. Atalanta. She grew up wild and free, able to hunt as well as a man. When an angry Artemis sent a Caloidian boar to ravage the land in revenge, Atalanta was the hunter who first pierced the beast. She is also said to have sailed with Jason, the only female of the of the Argonauts, the only, wow. She is perhaps best known for vowing to marry the first man who could beat her in a foot race. Using 3 golden apples, Hippomenes was able to distract the swift Atalantia and win the race and her hand in marriage. So if you're trying to get yourself with a woman who's way fast, who can't be caught, distract her with shiny objects like golden apples. So each of these we can jump a little deeper in, right?
I think so.
I think so. Which of these would you like to learn more about? Let's go deeper. I'm going to not do a formal poll because it'll take too long, but just shout it out. We got Hercules, Achilles, Theseus, Odysseus, Perseus, Jason, or Jasonus, Bellerophon, Orpheus, Cadmus, and Atalanta. What do you think? I see a lot of love for Atalanta right now. Mm-hmm. And Achilles and Perseus. Ooh-wee! I like it. Ibach is back for 23 months. I'm glad you love Greek mythology. Welcome. All right, let's see if we can go a little deeper into Atalanta's story.
I don't actually see that.
We can do this.
All right.
We have the technology. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's start off with some more images. So here's some more images of Atalanta.
Nice.
Right?
Look at you go, girl.
Looking like a mortal version of...
Hera.
No, Artemis.
Oh.
Artemis is the one with the... Hera is, she like the mom
Whatever.
of all of them.
I don't...
Okay.
Let's read about her.
Okay. Would you like to?
Sure.
Great huntress and exceptional athlete. I'm going to make this a little larger here. And how about that?
It's kind of cut off at the end. There we go. Still.
I love tiny font. Let's not go to this website.
No.
Too tiny a font.
Yeah, that one. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Atalanta was an Arcadian heroine, a huntress and a favorite of the goddess Artemis. She was exposed by her father at birth in the wilds, but but was suckled by a she-bear and afterwards found and raised by hunters. Okay. Atalanta swore to defend her virginity, and when 2 centaurs burst into her grove, she slew them with arrows. Ooh. Stay away, I told you. She later took part in the voyage of the Argonauts and defeated the hero Peleus in wrestling at a funeral game of King Peleus. When King Oeneus summoned heroes to destroy this Calodian boar, Atalanta answered the call and was the first to draw blood. Meleager awarded her the prize of the skin, but his uncles protested and tried to take it from her by force. The hero slew them for the affront. Atalanta was eventually reunited with her father, who insisted that she wed. The heroine reluctantly agreed, insisting that the suitor must defeat her in a race and that the losers be put to death.
Wait, whoa. So if you want to marry me, you have to beat me in a race, and if you can't beat me, you die.
You die.
That is intense.
That is really intense.
Like campers.
Melanion, or Hippomenes, however, sought the help of the goddess Aphrodite, who provided him with 3 golden apples to cast before the girl in the race. When Atalanta stopped to retrieve these, she was slowed enough to allow the hero to emerge victorious. Their marriage was short-lived, for Hippomenes neglected to pay Aphrodite her dues. She cursed him, and he was compelled to lie to his wife in the sacred precinct of Zeus. Rhea, or Artemis, were where afforded deities transformed them into lions. Oh, wait, them? Both of them were transformed into lions?
Hey, I mean, there's worse things you can be transformed into. People get transformed in all kinds of stuff, like snakes or rocks.
Okay. Atalanta was derived from the Greek word atalantos, meaning equal in weight, perhaps a reference to her success in various contests with men.
Okay. Well, if Atalanta says, "Come at me, bro," I will not. I will say, "I'll tell you what, I'm a married man, you're a beautiful woman, I gotta go, I'm not fast, I don't want to die, not like this, please no, oh God, not like this." Right?
Okay.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna now choose Odysseus because I want to read you guys about...
So he has a thing on this particular website if you want to...
Oh, he do?
Yeah. Up.
Up. Odysseus, my man, where you is,
There he is.
my dude. Nice hat.
Click his name.
Where'd you get that hat? I want that hat for myself. Bucket hats are coming back, y'all. Homer. Odysseus.
There you go.
Odysseus, my dude. Odysseus is a Greek hero, the leading figure in the epic poem, the Odyssey, attributed to Homer. He is the king of Ithaca, normally said to be the son of Laertes and Antilis Leclea, who's the husband of Penelope and the father of Temecula. You all know this. The Odyssey is the story of Odysseus' return home at the end of the Trojan War. Other works in the epic cycle provide further details into his death at the hands of his and Ceres' son, Telegonus. All right, name. Odysseus, in Latin you might know Ulysses. Home, Ithaca, the island of Greece. Laertes is his father, and and possibly Sisyphus. Really interesting. His mother is Anticlea, the daughter of Autocleus. His partners, Penelope and Calypso. That's complicated. We'll get back to it. Children, Telemachus. Telemachus. Very good. Is the most notable. We'll get into that. Odysseus fought for 10 years in the Trojan War before coming up with the idea of the wooden horse. Just one example of why wily or crafty is attached to his name. He incurred the wrath of Poseidon for blinding Poseidon's Cyclops son, Polyphemus. So Amelia mentioned that Odysseus snuck away hiding underneath the sheep. That's how they got out of his cave, right? Because they crashed on the rock. The Cyclops is on the island. How are we going to get away from this Cyclops? Oh, he's eating all the sheep. Let's hide up underneath the sheep, which is pretty cool. Fun fact, as he was leaving, Odysseus was basically taunting the Cyclops, and the Cyclops was, who are you? You know, who has they stabbed him in the eye with a giant stick, and they blinded this Cyclops. And Odysseus cleverly said that his name was No Man or Nobody. Right? And so they, when the Cyclops was crying out, who heard him, see Boyce Games is already on it, that nobody has hurt me. Nobody has hurt me. So he's stayed. Poseidon doesn't come to check on him because his son is okay. No man has harmed him. However, once he gets back to his ship, Odysseus yells out, thinking he's free of the Cyclops, "Nana nana boo boo, I'm gone. My name's Odysseus." Bad move.
Yeah.
He spent 10 more years tossed around in the sea because Poseidon then knew who to damn. So if you get away with some shit, keep your name off the record. Just saying. Okay? I just want my people to know. In retaliation, it took Odysseus another decade before he could arrive home, barely in time to drive out Penelope's suitors. So by the time he gets back 10 years later, his home is filled with all the other dudes in town who are basically like turning his house into a tavern, trying to hook up with his wife, and his son is just like, Telemachus is like, this is absolutely horrible. The Odyssey covers a decade's worth of adventures of Odysseus and his crew. Okay, so that's a mini overview.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, after 10 years of adventuring and getting finally back to Ithaca and finally back to his wife Penelope, house filled with suitors, he and his son, Telemachus, slaughter them all. They say, everybody out of the house. And everybody's like, nah, Odysseus is a joke. Like, we're here for Penelope. Like, we live here now. Like, you can't tell us what to do. So then he and his son literally kill all of them.
Oh, my God. Wow.
So,
Yeah.
don't hit on my wife. You know what I mean? Okay, next up. Do you want to check one out?
Yeah, sure. I think I saw a lot of love for Hercules, so let's go for Hercules.
I think you mean Huncules.
Who was Hercules?
Ooh-wee.
He was the Greek hero renowned for his strength and executive efficiency. His 12 labors comprised a to-do list that would stymie a raft of lesser heroes. But they were no match for this determined son of Zeus, a favorite character in film, books, TVs, plays, and all kinds of entertainment. Hercules was more complicated than most realize, an immortal hero on which nobility and pathos were writ large. The birth of Hercules, the son of Zeus, the king of gods, and the mortal woman Alcmene. Hercules, as he was known to the Greeks, was born in Thebes. Accounts vary, but all agree that Alcime's labor was a challenge. The goddess Hera, wife of Zeus, was jealous of the child and attempted to do away with him before he was even born. She sent serpents into his crib when he was just 7 days old, but the newborn happily strangled the snakes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. A newborn who's just like, nah.
Yeah. Alcmene tried to get ahead of the problem and bring Hercules to Hera directly, leaving him at the doorstep of Olympus. Hera unwittingly suckled the abandoned babe, but his superhuman strength caused her to cast the infant from her breast, the spittle of the goddess's milk that ensued the Milky Way. It also made Hercules immortal. The myth of Hercules. This hero's popularity is unmatched in Greek mythology. His greatest adventures have been catalogued as the 12 labors of Hercules. These included slaying terrible monsters such as the Hydra, the Nemean lion, the Erymanthian boar, as well as completing impossible tasks such as cleaning the vast and filthy stables of King Augus and stealing the golden apples from Hesperides. These and other tasks were devised by King Eurystheus. King Eurystheus, Hercules' cousin, who was appointed by the Oracle of Delphi his taskmaster, after the hero, in a misbegotten rage, killed his own family. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he killed his family, which is where we get to the 12 labors. He's got to atone for all this. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dark.
Whoa.
It gets darker. T-Dog, welcome back.
Welcome back, T-Dog.
I'm so glad to see you, T-Dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just a little wow. Eurystheus also dubbed him Hercules, the glory of Hera, as an ironic jab to the hero and his Olympian nemesis. Hercules figured in a second suit of adventures called the Other Labors of Perga. He also was the companion of Jason in the Argonauts' quest for the Golden Fleece. Ultimately, Hercules was deified, and his cult spread throughout Greece, Asia Minor, and Rome.
The death and rebirth of Hercules. One of the Perigara relate to... Oh gosh, you guys.
It's hard.
Listen, let's talk about Hercules in the battle with the centaur Nessus, okay? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Traveling with his wife, oh Lord, Deianira, Hercules encountered a raging river and a wily centaur, willing to take her across. When the centaur forced himself upon Deianira, Hercules slew him with an arrow. Nessus convinced the woman that his blood would render her hero forever true. Instead, it poisoned him with a living fire until Hercules begged Zeus to take his life. With his mortal body destroyed, Hercules' immortal half ascended to Olympus. Deianira. Thank you, Hannah Mara, for the help. Appreciate you guys.
Wow, I did not know that.
So super chill. So Hercules was super chill, had a super chill life. He was just hanging out.
He was not
just
chill at all.
He was just straight vibing the whole time. No big deal.
No.
Okay, I saw a lot of love for Achilles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go check out Achilles.
All right.
On Providence, thank you very much for this gift, asking everyone, what's your favorite movie related to Greek mythology, team? It's a stretch, but Prometheus, if I can.
Well, I did really like the Disney movie of Hercules, but now I don't know.
Yeah,
it taught me a very different story.
They didn't include all that stuff in the.
No, they did not.
The Disney one didn't have as many murders. No. T-Dog, I'm so glad you're here. 2.5 years. Lazy Activist, thank you for being here for 2 months.
Mia Turner, thank you for cheering.
Oh, Phantom Iv, thank you for being here for 2 months. And Xavier, welcome back for 2 whole years in a row. Appreciate you. Crimson Pierce and Mia Turner, thank you for the cheers, saying, which way does a Cyclops wing his eyeliner? It doesn't matter because nobody will criticize his makeup. Get it? Nobody? Profile of the Greek hero Achilles of the Trojan War. Achilles is the quintessentially heroic subject of Homer's great poem of adventure and war, the Iliad. Achilles was the greatest of the warriors, famed for his swiftness on the Greek side during the Trojan War, directly competing with Troy's warrior hero Hector. Achilles is perhaps most famous for being imperfectly invulnerable. in a detail of his exciting and mythical life known as the Achilles heel that is described elsewhere. Achilles' birth. Achilles' mother was a nymph, Thetis, who had early attracted the wandering eyes of both Zeus and Poseidon, who were brothers. So she's in the middle. She's in a pickle. She's a beautiful nymph. The two gods lost interest after a mischievous titan, Prometheus, revealed a prophecy about the future son of Thetis. He was destined to be greater and stronger than his father. Neither Zeus nor Poseidon was willing to risk losing his position in the pantheon, so they turned their attention elsewhere, and Thetis ended up marrying a mere mortal. With Zeus and Poseidon no longer in the picture, Thetis married King Peleus, a king of Aegea. Their life together, although short-lived, produced the child Achilles. He was true for the most famous of the ancient heroes of Greek myth and legend. Achilles was raised by the centaur Chiron and taught at school by the heroes by Phoenix.
Okay. Achilles at Troy. As an adult, Achilles became part of the Achaean Greek forces during the 10 long years of the Trojan War, which, according to legend, was fought over the much-courted Helen of Troy, who had been kidnapped from her Spartan husband, Menelaus by Paris, the Prince of Troy. The leader of the Greeks was Helen's first brother-in-law, Agamemnon, who led the Achaeans to Troy to win her back. Proud and autocratic, Agamemnon antagonized Achilles, causing Achilles to leave battle. Furthermore, Achilles had been told by his mother that he would have one of two fortunes. He could fight at Troy, die young, and achieve everlasting fame, or he could choose to return to Phthia, where he would live a long life, but be forgotten. Like any good Greek hero, Achilles first chose fame and glory, but Agamemnon's arrogance was way too much for him, and he headed home.
Getting Achilles back to Troy. Other Greek leaders argued with Agamemnon, saying Achilles was too powerful a warrior to be left out of the battle. Several books of the Iliad are dedicated to the negotiations to get Achilles back into battle. These books describe long conversations with Agamemnon, his diplomatic team, including Achilles' old teacher, Phoenix, and his friends and fellow warriors, Odysseus and Ajax. That's a whole other story. Pleading with Achilles to get him into the fight. Odysseus offered gifts, news that the war was not going well, and that Hector was a danger that only Achilles could kill. Phoenix reminisced about Achilles' heroic education, playing on his emotions, and Ajax upbraided Achilles for not supporting his friends and companions in the fray. But Achilles remained adamant he would not fight for Agamemnon.
Patroclus and Hector. After he left the conflict at Troy, Achilles urged one of his closest friends, Patroclus, to fight in Troy, offering his armor. Patroclus donned Achilles' armor, except for his ash spear, which only Achilles could wield, and went into battle as a direct substitute, what Nichol refers to as a doublet for Achilles. And at Troy, Patroclus was killed by Hector, the greatest warrior on the Trojan side. Upon the word of the death of Patroclus, Achilles finally agreed to fight with the Greeks. As the story goes, an enraged Achilles put on the armor and killed Hector, significantly with the ash spear, directly outside the gates of Troy, and then dishonored Hector's body by dragging it around, tied to the back of a chariot for 9 consecutive days.
9 days.
9 days. That's, wow. It is said that the gods kept Hector's corpse miraculously sound during this 9-day period. Eventually, Hector's father, King Priam of Troy, appealed to the better nature of Achilles and persuaded him to return Hector's corpse to the family in Troy for proper funeral rites.
The death of Achilles. The death of Achilles was inflicted by an arrow that was shot directly into his vulnerable heel. That story isn't in the Iliad, but you can read about how Achilles obtained his less than perfect heel. So, thoughtcode.com has tons of information about the gods, the goddesses, the heroes of Greek mythology. And if you'd like to explore it more, the mods have dropped the link in the chat for you all. Appreciate you guys being here with us. We got a couple things we got to do.
Yeah.
But Happy Little Deviant, thank you so much for this gift sub group hug.
Happy Little Deviant.
We appreciate you, Happy. Wow. Right on. And Jade, thank you very much for the cheers.
Okay, so the first things we gotta do now is pop quiz.
Pop quiz.
Tell us something that you learned today about these heroes of Greek mythology.
Yes. And if you are someone who also loves to play Smite and you want one of our 10 godly packs of all the god characters you can ever want, an ultimate god pack they call it, just type a 1 in the chat and I'm just gonna grab 10 people randomly.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to play Smite, type a 1 in the chat. All right.
Atalanta's challenge was marriage or death. Yes. She was distracted by shiny fruit. Yeah, I had no idea that Hercules slayed his family. That was shocking. Orpheus' story made you feel sad. Yes, me too. No Greek hero should be allowed to get a wife. They ends badly. Yeah.
All right, I'm just grabbing a couple more names here real quick.
Women deserve better. Agreed. Atalanta was a badass. Oh, the centaur's blood is poisonous to Hercules. Yes. It's kind of all Zeus's fault. Achilles had a vulnerable heel. Yeah, there's a lot of definitely much more dark and violent than I thought. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab 2 more people real quick.
2 more people. Who else? Type a 1 into the chat if you want to get Smite, the ultimate god pack. We have awesome prizes from a friend.
From across the way.
Never go to Olympus uninvited. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right, there we go. So I have grabbed just 10 of them randomly. These people keep an eye on your whispers, and as soon as the stream is over, I'm going to just drop you the code for Smite. They are Mia Turner 13, Glitchy Link, Bo Watson, Hannah Mare, Attractive Fish, Little Happy Deviant, Sienna Tabasque 800, Inky Sarah, and Rice Phoebes. Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you all for joining us. And I hope you enjoy Smite.
Oh, I got one more. Assay 78. You also win. Congratulations. I will send you all a message after the stream. So, next week, we're gonna do our Detroit Become Human anniversary stream.
Yes.
That starts at this 1 hour earlier than whatever time it is for you right now. And we are gonna be giving away some super epic prizes. Should we poll what we study the week beyond that?
Yeah, let's do that. So, not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, what are you curious about? What would you like to learn in Curiosity Chill?
Yeah, shout out some ideas, and we are going to poll them.
Frogs.
Volcanoes.
Uh-huh.
Volcanoes will have their day.
Oh, artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Medusa.
Medusa? Okay, so more Greek mythology.
Or Egyptian gods.
Oh, that's cool. Let's do that. Let's mix it up. Egyptian mythology. Give me one more.
What else?
Oh, I see. Norse mythology. Okay.
Norse mythology.
Norse mythology. We've done a little bit of that, but there's always more to learn. Mm-hmm. Let's do those 5.
Okay. So what are you interested in learning about for our next Curiosity Chill, which will be in 2 weeks from today? Do you want to learn about 1, frogs, 2, volcanoes, 3, artificial intelligence, 4, Egyptian mythology, or 5, for Norse mythology? Thank you all so much for voting. I love this Curiosity Chill where we get to poll a topic together to learn about, because I like to take time to learn.
Yeah.
About something
You
new.
also have a beautiful voice, Amelia, and every time you're reading, I look at the chat and people just say, Amelia should do audiobooks. She has such a great voice. So there.
Thanks, friends.
That's my wife. Don't try to marry her or I will literally slaughter everyone in the building. Auto Mount Challenge. You guys have contributed 955 of a million. Holy cow, 957,000 of a million for the Auto Mount Challenge. I'm going to be doing my next stream of The Witcher on top of Otto, who's my legendary mount, who's also an Ottoman. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for making life crazy. It looks like Egyptian mythology is going to win.
Yeah.
I think so. Sweet. Alrighty. Let's do it. So next week we will study some Detroit Become Human Marathon, and the week to follow we will study some Egyptian mythology with artificial intelligence and Norse mythology right behind. So we'll have to remember those to add them onto our list. Oh my gosh, 998,000. You guys are about 999,000. Almost a million channel points have been raised. Let's go. Get hyped.
I'm hyped.
I'm super hyped. I'm that super retro funk hype.
Crimson.
There it is. Mission successful. Woo, woo, woo. Brian's gonna need to get a pillow to sit on because Otto has a flat back. Otto is a really firm seat, y'all. Hope you're ready because I'm not.